Well, good morning, family, friends. We're here at the hay barn. We're going to load some hay to take and feed some of the stuff that we might see today. Might see some mares and foals. We'll dump a little hay. Got some stuff in the corral we're going to feed. So we're going to throw probably about 10 bales. And while we're doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we load it or why we load it like we do. Excuse me. There was a comment of how we stacked it and how they might stack it. And I'll give a little info on why we do what we do. You're going to pull the edge off. Take the back of it and just roll it over. Flip it over. Stand it up. Yeah, good for now. The other day we were loading hay and Ross had a configuration somewhat like this. He didn't have this front bale on there, but I'll use it as an example. And he stacked that bale like this. Now, the reason why I told him to move it was because this is a big wall right here. If you're going 75, 80 miles an hour down the freeway, this bale can catch more wind, and what it'll do is it'll blow it. Once it stands it up, more wind, and it blows that on off the truck. I haven't had that happen to me because I prepare, but a lot of people have. So and they said, well, it ties it in. It does tie it in. But this also ties it in and gives it less of a wind resistance, a block. So this bale is in the middle of both of these, so it's tied it in, it's not going anywhere. There's less resistance to hit here and go by, a little more wind resistant. Now, if this bale was further forward, now if you get turbulence coming up under, it can still grab this bale, pick it up and throw it on off. That's why I told him to move it back. Now that wind's not going to get underneath this bale. It's going to hit all of this and it's not going to move all these. Now, going back to crossways, if I had the bale like this and I had another bale behind it, that'll work too, but we didn't put another bale on. So when the wind hits here, it's not going to push the two bales, and it's not going to flip this one up because it's not out far enough like this to catch the edge of that bale. So if I would have had two bales there, I would have stacked it that way. But that's why I had him turn it like I did. Okay. Now I have a configuration like this. I keep it and I keep going up, but if I bring it out to the rail, I can put a few more bales on. So I'll take this bale and put it on the rail there. I'll do the other one the same way. Just like that. So now I have room to put one right in the middle, and then I can stack on the top again. See how I stack this? I have the two running on the back side, and I have one in front of it. Again, I don't worry about that bale popping up and out and over because I have stuff behind it. And these, I don't, it's just easier when I go to feed, I can just grab it and pull it off. So it's just easier for me. Another word of advice on that hay hauling, like I did, you know, you can always tie it down and hopefully it won't go anywhere. I just choose not to tie it down. I've just done it a long time. I've never lost any hay. And you know, that's over 40 years hauling hay here and there. But if you don't feel confident, you should tie it down. You know, run a twine across it, run a strap, whatever you have, to make it secure, because it can be dangerous. There's a colt by Dash. His mother's Owlette. There's Friskers over there. It's her little filly by Dash also. Filly by Salty Roanwood out of Leo Bay. True Blue Valentine out of Cocoa. Nice colt. 4 white socks, deep blue roan. Friskers for little filly. Owlette, her colt, Dash colt. Nice colt by Dash out of Canasta. Been a great producing mare. Bay roan. Nice colt here. Dolly, Soot. There's a nice Dash, nice colt, or a red roan. Filly by True Blue Valentine out of Poco Prestige. That's Monster's sister, same sire as Monster. Lady Cedar, Dash colt, Bay roan. We have some mares to gather up. We're going to go get Wrangler Rose and Lady Drift, and there's a couple more mares in here peg checked. So Hansel's going to take this horse here and ride out through the pasture over there. And their horses are way down at the end, getting picked up. So I am here in the river pasture. I actually call it Rincon. And we moved the cows out of here this morning, so you don't see any cows in here. I'm just checking the water to make sure the float's sealing and everything. We do have some horses coming in over there. You can see them. So Monster and his group still in here. Here's the water. The float was sticking the other day, and so it kind of ran over and made a little bit of a mess here and there. So I brought my pipe wrench to fix it, but I worked on a little last night, and I thought it might seal. And so today, as I'm checking it, it's not running over. So things are good. So there they are coming in. So we got in here in this river country, and we brought a little over 200 head. We really wanted to get some herd effect, some animal impact in here, because we do have some rain coming. And what that will do is get some effective moisture, and that's what we're kind of looking for, so we don't have just a bunch of runoff. And also, you know, stimulate some of the plants in here that the horses won't touch. Cows will get in and eat it, and that helps stimulate that plant. But it looks good. We'll see what happens here after rain. So we've got 30 days. We should see some growth and see things looking good. There's Pepiac and a monster foal. That colt right there, he's going to be a nice dude. He's a dun, a lot of muscle to him. There's Sweet, she doesn't have a foal on her yet. So they're in getting a drink. There's Picky Witch Doctor, that's not her foal, but she hasn't foaled yet either. She was a late foal last year. Billy in Command, she has a foal that is by Monster also. It's an unregistered filly. Looks like it's going to be maybe a blue roan or maybe black. So some of those mares have already come in. So you can see across there where there's kind of a road. It's going up. I don't know if I can get that in the picture. Anyway, there's a road you can see going up that ridge, and that's where I pushed those cows this morning into that pasture up on top there. And they'll go to the water that's south of there. Pepiac, good girl. She had an old injury when she was younger. Sweet. She looks like she's starting to build a bag, so she'll be late foal. And that will be a monster foal. Filly in Command. That's her filly right there. So there they go. Filly in Command, an unregistered filly by Monster. Well, we made it to Snowflake, and we're here at Sean Palmer's, and we're gonna have these 4 mares preg checked. That's Wrangler Rose right there. So